Hey Facebook, how y'all doing today? Um, I said that I was going to try taping in another location, so here I am. Um, if anything goes fuzzy or if anything it gets weird with the picture, then just let me know, and I'll see what I can do to adjust. Excuse me. I won't be before you long because, as you can hear, I got a little something going on with my voice. I think I was catching some type of sinus infection or whatever I got going on up in here. So the question was, at what age should we stop playing games in a relationship? I had to let that one sit in my spirit too. Reason being, yeah, I have a cold. Reason being is because relationships are like, it's a gamble. You never know what you're getting or what you're getting into. However, there are still signs to look out for. And to be honest with you, if somebody is going to game you, they're going to try to game you definitely within the first 3 months of you getting to know that person. So my question to you would be, if you know somebody is trying to game you, why get in a relationship with them? Hey, boo. Why get in a relationship with somebody who you know is about games? People show you exactly who they are. It is your job to believe them. People will tell you exactly who they are. They will tell you exactly what you're dealing with and what you're working with. Like I said, it is up to you to believe them when they show you who they really are. So there is no set age to stop playing games in a relationship. You just don't. And if you're finding, now there are some exceptions where, you start off on the up and up, they start off on the up and up, and all of a sudden something changed and, they decide to go ahead and reveal themselves a little later. Then that's when you have to decide what it is that you deserve. Because honestly, somewhere in that, before you even get into a relationship, you have to find the value within yourself. I'm going to let that sink in while I cough and dab. Before you even get into a relationship, you have to find the value within yourself. And it's not so much so of saying what I will and will not put up with or what I will and will not tolerate, but it's honestly just loving yourself enough to not put yourself in certain situations where, you're going to get played to the left or you're going to get gamed. So, yeah, there is no age. I've seen people put numbers up and all this stuff. There is no age, really. Just like my girl Ariane said, there's no age limit on maturity. However, it's called having the discernment to know what you're dealing with and what you're getting yourself into. And if you're going to put up with that, tolerate that, or deal with that. So, yeah, that was really, really short and sweet and to the point. So at what age should you stop playing games in a relationship? You shouldn't. And if you're the one that wants to play the games, then you need to be clear about what it is that you want. Now you can't be sitting up here playing games and then expecting, excuse me, your significant other to be the model girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. So, if you know that, you're not ready to commit or you're not wanting to commit, don't get in a committed relationship. Hey, boo. If you wind up in a situationship, be up close, up front with everybody. and let everybody know, here's what I'm up to. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest. This goes back to the 2017 video. Just be honest. So many people will respect your honesty over somebody who trying to run game or whatever these kids be trying to do out here. I don't know. I don't know what these kids are doing these days. But if you ask me, I don't have time for it. So, if it smell like you trying to game me, that-a-do to the left. Goodbye. Cause hey mama, y'all, my mama tuning in. Y'all tell my mama, hey. But yeah, if you smell like you trying to play some games, I don't have time for that. I'm not going to invest my energy, my time, my affection, no nothing. You get nada if you're trying to play games over here. That's all I'm saying. So while there is not an age limit, you should stop playing games. Either you're gonna make a conscious decision. If you gonna game, tell everybody you gaming, and don't get mad if you get played. But if you really want somebody to be straight with you, you be straight with them. And if they're not straight with you, then have the knowledge and wisdom to know when it's just not for you and when to hang it up. And that goes for, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, marriage. They go for everything. It's like at the end of the day, this is your life. So you literally decide what's best for you. And, settling is a huge thing. It's easy to settle. It's very easy to settle. It's convenient. Settling is convenient. So, sometimes people tell themselves, okay, well, it's not that bad. He cheated on me. It's not like he beat on me. Or, she do her own thing, but it's not like she do it in front of me or she broadcast it or it's out in the street. No, that means you need to have a little one-on-one with you, yourself, and you once again to figure out really what your value is and where you place in your value, because people will also treat you accordingly to where you place your value within yourself. Let me say that again. People will treat you accordingly to where you place the value within yourself. So if you underbid yourself, your whole life, you're going to get scrapes and scratches. Your whole life, you're going to have to fight. But once you realize what you're worth and you start going for the top shelf of life, the finer things, the luxurious things, the things that you like, when you start going for the finer things in life, everything just falls in line. Okay. Rich Porter, you're asking a little personal questions. I don't know if I want to reveal my relationship status, Rich, but thanks for agreeing. So that's it for that. But I see I'm getting some new watchers. So does anyone else have anything else they want to piggyback upon, maybe that's within the same vein of this, before I just call it a wrap? Anybody? The topic was, how old is too old to play games in the relationship? So does anybody want to weigh in or maybe have any other points? Speak now or forever hold your peace, or watch again after I post this. Give you a few more minutes. And I'm a cough. Okay. I feel so bad. I don't have anything else left to say, y'all. Oh, thank you, Micah. So yeah, if that's it, then I'm gonna go ahead and post it up. Okay, L. Hold on, Tramel. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't play games, period. But that doesn't stop people from doing it. What they say, players gonna play. So, we shouldn't do a lot of things, but people do it anyway. And sometimes it's at the expense of others. So you have to really know what your worth is. I mean, it just goes back to self-worth, point blank period. You have to know what you're worth. You know, if you put yourself in a bargain bin, you're going to get bargain bin act right, or you're going to get act wrong. Act right or act wrong, either way, it's going to be from the bargain bin. You feel me? When you realize you're too old to play. Oh, girl, that's a good one. When you realize you're too old to play games. I think that's a coming of age situation where, you know, you literally grow up within yourself, you get a little wiser, and then you start to find out your place in the world, and then you realize what is and what is not for you. When you're able to have a honest examination of yourself, that's when you realize you're too old to play games. All right, Micah says games are taught and learned at earlier ages. There shouldn't be an age in which it happens. The flags are always there. So women should take some responsibility too. For sure. You know, just like men play games, women play games too. But like I said before, if you gonna game, make sure everybody in the game so that they can get ready. Everybody got their joysticks. You feel me? So, you know, if it's going to be that situation, it needs to be an equal opportunity situation and not just you playing the games. But like I said, usually if somebody going to game you, that's their pattern. And usually they do it within the first 3 months. And so, you know, and you can sniff it and you can act accordingly. My issue is when people know they getting played and they still make up excuses to still stay in the relationship. That's my issue. Because after that, don't come crying to me about it. I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me nothing about it. Because at this point, you are willfully, by choice, in this aggravating situation that you done created for yourself. And now you want to shout it from the mountaintop about, you know, he ain't doing you right, or she ain't doing you right, or whatever. And you done created this entire situation by yourself. William says if we getting what we need at home, ain't no games to play. Like I said, some people, if they gonna game, they gonna game. Regardless, you know, I've seen relationships where this was at, you know, no fault of the spouse or the significant other. It was just, they were just with someone who was mentally immature. So, you know, sometimes you have a dynamic where you have one person that's giving it all to the relationship and, you know, doing all the things that they're supposed to be doing and loving on their mate and appreciating their mate, and they mate still gaming them. You know why? Because if you don't find a value in yourself, you can love on your man or your woman all day and still be played and do all the right thing and still be played. That's what I'm saying. If somebody's going to game you, they're going to game you regardless of if you're doing everything right or not. Hey, Miss Shannon. So, you know, just like Micah said, some people are just greedy like that, or they're unclear about what it is that they want, or they want what you got and what they got down the street too. And you need to be okay with that. No, you don't. You do not have to be okay with that. And you can say, you know what? Go ahead. That a doe. I mean you no harm, but please dismiss yourself out of my presence. You have the right to say that. I do it all the time. This was great. Anybody got anything else to say? No, for dudes, it's cool to play the field. Then time passes you by and I play. Oh, Tanya. Tanya's on. Everybody say hey to Tanya. I love Tanya. But no, I agree. Games are taught early, you know, and for a certain age, it is to be, you know, expected. You know, you don't see a whole lot of teenagers getting married at 14. You learn by trial and error. But like I said, there's the coming of age where you realize that maybe it ain't for you. Hey, Shelton. And some people never come to that realization, and that's why they keep doing what they're doing. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. Okay, William said, men are physical creatures. Our heart is with one, but our flesh can be a beast to fight against. And like I said in my previous video, that's where having control of your emotions comes into play. So it's like, just because I want that piece of cake, if I already had a piece of cake, or I'm very content with the piece of cake that I have, but the other piece of cake over there looks tantalizing, should I eat it because it looks tantalizing? No. That piece of cake might look tantalizing in hell and be nasty as all get out. And that's why people should just stay in their lanes. And I get what you're saying, that men are wired a certain way. However, if you have agreed to be in a monogamous, committed relationship, then that's what you should adhere to. And if not, then you should renegotiate the contract that you made with your significant other if that ain't working for you. But a lot of times people aren't even grown enough to come to the table and renegotiate that contract and say, you know what? I mean, I've been rocking and rolling with you, but I kind of want to see you and other people. And, because they're afraid of the fallout. But, if you want to be the big dog and run with the big dog, sometimes you got to, make those big dog decisions. And then whatever happens, happens. Anybody else? Discipline is like a cuss word to desired black men. I think everybody should commit to discipline. It is control over yourself and your body. Shabby, what you got to say? I actually like this format much better, to be honest. What y'all think about it? Y'all like it? I like this. It was more of like a Q&A on the topic. I like that. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. I thank y'all so very much. Well, hey, Shabby again. Hey, Shabby Brown. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shabby from Bunch Village. You heard me. Thank you, Tequila. Thank you. So yeah, so if that's going to be it for me, I'm going to go ahead and get to my tea and my Theraflu. And I like Tuesdays, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I will, L. Susan Park. Boy, I thought you was from Bunch Village. Stop playing. My bad, Susan Park. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with those thoughts. And feel free to continue to comment on my topic thread and give me more awesome topic suggestions and stuff like that, so I can come and talk to you guys every week. This was so fun. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Thank y'all so very much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank y'all for playing with me every week. Thank y'all for listening to me, talk and all that good stuff. Lay some nuggets on y'all. And I will see y'all next week. All right. Have a good one.